And we are back. Who knows what episode it is?
64.
Zach, you got to guess.
65.
65. Zach's got it. All right. Well, there
Jared,
you go.
I'm better than you.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, we'll give some claps. We'll also give some claps for Jim Bob Cooter.
Okay.
Good week for Jared.
Offensive corner. I'll bring Colts up first today, because coaching's basically
about it.
everyone's hired for the most
Halfway
part.
through the episode, at least.
Oh, Jared, I did it for you. You're welcome. How you boys doing?
Pretty good. Busy.
How's the forecast looking for you, Jared? Tomorrow.
At first, it was 12 to 16 inches or 12 to 18 inches. Now it's
that much.
Now it's like 8 inches. Yeah.
It's more up there, Zach, than by us.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We haven't got any snow yet, but it's going to be coming, I think, tonight. And then Wednesday is the big storm.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, us too. It's supposed to start like more tomorrow, but like getting into Thursday more, it's going to pick up. So, I mean, we just got to kind of wait, see what's going on that. But look, I mean, today's a big day in the NFL, right? I mean, right, today's the start of franchise tags, right? You can start tagging players. So, big part of the offseason. I know we haven't really talked about that part, but it's starting to get real almost. We're still not like in like official draft season, right? But like talks keep continuing, especially now with coaching spots being filled up. So it's been good to see. Any NFL stuff that stuck out for you guys?
Not really. Just not to be on the Colts, but I like seeing change. So, I mean, we lost our special teams coordinator now, so we're going to get looking for a new one of those, and new OC, new head coach. So it's change for next year.
Jared, are you tapping?
Jared, are you tapping your fingers?
No,
your mic?
Zach, I was debating who, if I was going to say it or you were going to say it.
You can hear this.
Yeah,
Jared, it's a mic.
No,
it's a
I'm
microphone.
literally just going like this on the switch. That's all I'm doing. I'm not even tapping
it. Yeah, we can hear it.
My bad.
Yeah, it's all good. It's usually, I thought Zach was the one making noises in the background, but Jared's taking that role. Zach does have a game or 2 games for us, which will start more around like the 450 mark. Right, Zach, you got Jeopardy and something else we call like the NFL it's like guess that we talked about with basketball right last week. It's the one we did last week.
Could be something different. You'll have to wait and see.
Looking forward to seeing that. I'm gonna beat Jared in Jeopardy though. I know that already.
Jared should get the final Jeopardy. So
I shouldn't get it.
You should.
Oh, okay. So I'm probably not gonna.
If you don't, I'm gonna be very disappointed in you, and there may be some
repercussions
or whatever. Yeah,
sorry,
rip you some reapers. You know
what I was trying to say.
Is it? The other thing I was wondering, guys, is it too soon to start like dynasty stuff? I just was on dynasty stuff like a few days ago. I was making some ads and trying to get more trades out. I don't know. I feel like dynasty season's year round.
No,
only
if you're trying
Drew.
to make that, if you're trying to make dynasty moves, it's got to be either like the week before the draft. So you have like your rookie draft, like the week before that, or it has to be like within the few weeks before the season when people are looking at fantasy football. And like middle of June or the middle of January, or whatever, nobody's looking. Like it really doesn't even pay to try.
If you're Drew, as soon as the dynasty rookies are available, Drew is right on top of them trying to pick them up. And within like 10 minutes of them being open, he's already on the waiver wire. So
yeah.
It's actually not within 10 minutes. It's right when it starts, Jared. I wouldn't even sell myself.
I bet you're the only person in the whole league that was on the waiver wire there.
No, there's others who are on it. And some
I'm excited over guys that are never going to see the field.
Seriously.
What? No. I picked up. I scooped up. Who did I all scoop up with that? I scooped up Romeo Dobbs. I traded him. I got Kadarius Toney. Kadarius Toney ends up
drafted Romeo Dobbs.
That's like a loss.
No, I didn't draft Dobbs, Zach.
Romeo Dobbs is looking possibly better than Toney for the future.
Nope.
It's almost as bad as Zach's DeAndre Hopkins for
No, these are
Bateman.
the moves that Drew makes. That's just like
Oh, okay. Let's hear him.
it's just these moves that make moves. That's what they are.
They are literally.
Trading. I know what trading looks like, Zach, and it's not trade to trade.
You trade to trade all the time.
I mean,
Half
Jared,
of the
Just these
trades you
minor
send me
moves
are
that
trades
aren't
to
going to
trade.
affect either team.
Literally.
Like if you're going to make a move, it better affect your team or.
oh,
have,
so I
like,
can't trade small
some
player.
reason.
I mean, I can't trade lesser players at right now.
It's not lesser players. You're trading like a 20, 22, like a 24, 20, 26-year-old that has played like 2 snaps in his life for like a 4th round pick. It's like, cool.
Oh, 4th rounders. That's you're right. That must be my league then, because it's the
Yeah.
only league with 4th
Yeah.
rounders.
Yeah.
Are you guys
I
excited
like
for that? or
dynasty
is, like-
leagues should not be over 3 rounds.
Okay, so you're not excited for it.
No,
Well-
I told you that as soon as you started the league, it should be 3 rounds. That's it.
If I like
What?
the, if
How
I like
about-
the 2nd round, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get someone like, relevant here. And then 3rd round, I'm like, I'll just take that guy. Who cares?
Well,
That's
what
like
I've
my
seen.
3rd round picks, I just use them like throwing deals. Like if it's on the edge, I'll just throw in a 3rd round pick just to get the
Okay.
deal done because I don't care about 3rd round picks.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I feel like there's like 40 or so guys maybe in a class that I think deserve a look in a dynasty league, depending on bench size, and that ends up being like part of the 4th round. I do think those mid 4ths to late
Yeah,
are
Drew-
absolutely going to be
Drew also likes 35 player roster sizes.
35
Mhm.
only. Now you're selling me short too
Obnoxious
there.
roster sizes, obnoxious drafts.
My league was going to be even bigger for bench spots. What's that, like 28?
I don't know.
I actually think it's like 28, 26. I wanted like 30, but I let the people bring it down a little. But we're here mid to late February. It's more of not fantasy football. Fantasy baseball is coming right around the corner here.
Zach should try to get back into baseball like he used to, obsess over Stanton and Mike Trout.
Trout and Jared Thromo, the Athletics,
Just the
Marlins.
Marlins. It was the Marlins.
Oh, the Athletics were up there at one point.
Were
It was
they?
weird. Yeah, it was weird.
It was like
Why
Yelich.
was it the
and
Athletics?
or Stanton and Yelich.
No,
and,
That's when like Cespedes was on the Athletics.
You like Cespedes, yeah.
yeah.
Billy Butler.
Who?
Billy Butler. You remember Billy
Who is
Butler?
that?
Zach, you remember Billy
No,
Butler?
I don't.
First baseman, DH.
Billy Butler? Wasn't it Billy Turner? No,
Billy
that's
Butler.
a football guy.
Oh no! Oh no!
Who is Billy Butler? No, I'm looking this
He was
up.
on those teams that Zach.
It
loved
does
for the
kind of sound
Athletics.
familiar, but he wasn't one of those guys that I was a big fan of.
It was Coco Crisp.
I know Coco Chris.
Elvis Andrus. I was a big fan of Elvis Andrus.
That was with the tech. That was with
Billy
the-
Ray
Oh, I
Butler.
almost said Texans. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Doesn't
Well, we
okay,
should-
Drew. This. How do you remember people like this?
Of course I do. Drew Butera.
Yeah, you just like
Dude, this guy played on Kansas City for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. He played on Oakland for 2. Don't say he was an Oakland Athletic.
What years was he on the Oakland A's?
15, 16.
Yeah, that was kind of around the time we were talking about this.
And he got traded to the Yankees. He got traded to the Yankees mid-season
Okay.
of 16.
Sorry.
So 15.
Forgive me, Jared. I
Butler
apologize.
did?
Yeah. And he played 12 games on the Yankees, and then that was it.
It's like when I said Tristan, or what about when I said Tristan McKenzie instead of Isaiah? It's just baseball time almost.
Yeah.
No.
Getting in the swing, but I mean, looking at like the drafts.
What do we
sorry,
think of
go ahead.
what do we think of Jeff Bezos maybe buying the Commanders?
That stuff always happens. They always talk about it.
Yeah, not buying it.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he was he was one of the guys that was in part of like ownership group or just by himself or whatever, interviewing like head coaching candidates, and he was
Off
actually
topic.
going through the process.
Off topic. What do we think about Mark Anasio selling the Brewers franchise?
Hey, it's just baseball. It's just football.
Baseball.
What do I think? I think that should happen.
Over
mean-
not paying Corbin Burns like $750,000. He's gonna make Bad Blood and
Already has. No, Zach, I do think the Commanders get sold, right? I mean, I think that's kind of like the big thing.
What?
Like the Commanders
Took
are
my
for sure
headphones
getting
off.
sold, right?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, is it going to be a big name or is it going to be some billionaire from or like venture capitalist who comes in, or or a hedge fund guy like Steve Cohen or some other businessman.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Maybe it's gonna be like Giannis.
Come on, like
He's got that
he
kind
wants
of money.
he wants to be a coach, so maybe he wants to be a GM. Maybe he wants to own the team. Maybe even
He doesn't have that kind of money, Jared.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure. They're gonna sell for like probably $5 billion.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be is it
that.
gonna be a record? It's
That's
gonna be a
just
record for an
billion.
NFL team.
Maybe.
I mean, how
I
many
think
teams have
every
been
team
sold
that
in the
sells
last-
is just gonna be the
Yeah,
like every team that
It's
sells
like the
is gonna be a
Suns.
new record.
Yeah.
What's the most expensive NFL sale right now? Or like that happened?
The Broncos was like 6.5, wasn't it? Last offseason?
Yeah, it was 4.65. Zach.
Oh.
Yeah, the Broncos is gonna. Okay, wow. Here, I'm gonna throw some numbers at you guys. So Broncos was 4.65 billion, which is number one. The Phoenix Suns going for 4 billion is number two, and the Mets are number three is 2.4 billion. And this is all major sports. This includes football. Keep in mind. So yeah, I mean, Commanders are gonna go for sure over 5 billion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's a lock. I mean, we could even. I think the over under would be more of like 5.25 billion. That's insane. Yeah, no, and then how much they're getting evaluated at too now. It's incredible. That's why I wonder like Brewers sale too, Jared. I mean, I hate to throw that in there, but they'd probably go for probably 2 billion.
I mean,
oh no, maybe not 2 billion.
probably less.
They'd go for in between 1 and 2 billion. Marlins, for example, in 2017 went for 1.2.
We're around the same as them, probably, if not a little smaller.
But this was 2017, so I'd say like 1.5, 1.6.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see the reason, unless we're going out and like we need all the money we can get to sign a huge name or something. I don't see the reason why we're nickel and diming our Cy Young pitcher, our best player.
That's
I mean, he's probably going to be, not to talk much about baseball, but he's probably going to be gone at the deadline if we're not above 500 anyways. So like, just pay him his money, don't go out on bad terms. And
I've talked about how the owners, kind of get together on that, Jared, and kind of like, hey, and then just the worst is how they fought for. I'm sure Zach, you probably care about this. Come on, they talked about how he was the leading reason why they didn't make it to the postseason. Wasn't their argument?
Blame on him.
They went to court.
Like, yes, the Brewers won, but did they? I mean, no. There's no winner here. I mean, you save a little bit of money, but now your best player and the face of the franchise right now is mad at the organization. Like,
they literally told football him doesn't have arbitration.
They put him at the forefront of the reason why they didn't make the playoffs. It's like, well, it was your fault, Burns. No, it wasn't. He was a Cy Young pitcher. That's not his fault at all. I don't know how you can say that.
Imagine how much of a mess that'd be though with football. If they had
imagine like the Eagles go out to Jalen Hurts and said, "You're the reason we didn't win the Super Bowl. It's all your fault." Like, it makes zero sense.
And he'd be like in the arbitration right now too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It'd be like arbitration 1 year. They disagree him out, but like, going back to football, right? I mean, the big offseason thing really for us Packer fans this past week was Aaron Jones is back. I mean, is that surprising?
Like, you're so happy about that when you wanted him gone.
Okay, hold on.
About it, and you guys both said, "No, we got."
I thought he was gonna be gone.
Pay him.
No, his salary cap is lower now, or his salary hit.
Yeah. His salary, because what happened was he accepted that $5 million pay cut, and it converted $8.52 million of the salary and roster bonus into a signing bonus, and then it freed up roughly $12 million of cap space. Love to hear that.
But I mean, it just pushes the issue down the road more. So now if Rodgers does want to come back, it's just, that's just gonna push the issue down the road again. So
it might push it down to when Jones is, or not Jones, sorry, but not Daniel Jones, Jordan Love is eligible, right? Free agent.
I just think that if you keep pushing the issue down the road with Rodgers, like you said, Zach, there's only so many years left that can happen. Like Jordan Love isn't going to be a backup again. So either you start him, we talked about this before, or like, Jordan Love's gone. Yeah. So pushing, you think that like the signing of Aaron Jones is kind of like trying to get Rodgers back, kind of like one of the pieces that he wants back?
No, I think they just wanted to get Jones back because he is a good football player. He's like a dynamic back out of the backfield. But I mean, the whole situation with the Packers right now, especially with Rodgers, like if he comes back, they already said that it's going to be on like your rework deal, pushing the cap it down the road more. They just did it with Aaron Jones. They're probably going to do it with Dave Bakhtiari. It's the same exact thing the Saints were doing at the end of Drew Brees' career, just I get to a lesser extent because obviously the Saints were doing it to an extreme. But we saw it with like the Rams did it for a few years to get that championship. The Packers are trying to do it now. The Saints did it. It's becoming a more of a thing for these teams that have quarterbacks that are nearing retirement that they're trying to get one more championship out of.
Yeah, and you mentioned some of those guys, and those guys are still like Cameron Jordan too is still, one of those guys who was on that team. Demario Davis. I mean, there's still a lot of guys that are eating up a lot of cap, and then with the quarterbacks.
So what do you think happens to like Bakhtiari and all those key pieces that like Rodgers might want back, but if he's not coming back, do you think they're gone too?
I don't think so. I mean, I think they're gonna rework Bakhtiari's contract. I think I guess who are some of the other guys? I don't think they're gonna bring back Adrian Amos.
Like Cobb.
I think Cobb, I think, is gonna either retire. He's gonna be gone unless Rodgers comes back, which I don't know. I don't think Rodgers retiring this year, especially just because, well, now Brady retired. So I don't think he's going to want to be in the same Hall of Fame class as Tom Brady.
Well, who knows? Because there was a rumor going around that like since like all of his, I don't want to like say it, like all the substances Rodgers has been on lately, there was a whole joke going around that he had to fight this demon at this darkness retreat. So what if he conquers the demon and then he doesn't want to play anymore because his job is done,
What do y'all say, Jared, on Pat McAfee today? Did he say anything? Was he on there?
I didn't watch it yet.
Okay. Sorry. I usually go to you on that because you usually give the report on what was all being said.
Yeah, no, there was a rumor going around. I'm just saying that like he had this like he was going to this darkness retreat for a reason that he could meet with this like this evil and like defeat it or something. It was kind of crazy.
Interesting. The out for Bakhtiari though really comes next year when you can free 22 million up in space, 21 million roughly. So like this year you would save 5 million. So it really wouldn't make, for 5 million, you'd rather have him, even if he's missing some games, right? You'd rather have Bakhtiari on your team than not. So I think he's staying, kind of like what Zach said, regardless of what's going on with quarterback.
The only issue is their biggest need. Well, I guess if they let Amos go, there's a really strong safety class this year in free agency. But the other issue is like weapon-wise, the receiving market is very weak, this free agency class. So unless they're going to make a trade for whoever became available, it would be difficult to find another weapon to go with Christian Watson. Because it's guys like Jacoby Meyer, Juju, like those are some of like the biggest names. And I mean, you probably have to pay him $15 million a year maybe, which I think it's just not worth it.
What do you think of their run defense?
For the Packers?
Yeah, do you think they work on that? Or develop their like Wyatt and
that's an internal development, I think. I don't think you go out and get someone.
Yeah, I think that they have other issues that they gotta deal with more.
I mean, because that's been an issue for like 4 years now, 3-4 years. They solved it kind of what was it, a couple of years ago?
It's always the second half.
Special teams kind of broke down, yeah.
Joe Barry has the second half. He's one of the best defenses in the NFL, and then it's always like the first half of the year they're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So they should have went out and got Vic Fangio or whatever, however you say his last name.
Fangio? Yes.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I know Joe Barry retaining his job was a little surprised. I mean, I guess not too surprising based on what you heard from press conferences, but unfortunate for many Packer fans. A quick side note here: Blake Martinez retired. I just looked in case anyone asked.
When did that happen?
That happened in November, like already in November. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Hawks fired Nate McMillan. Joe Prunty, interim head coach.
He's
Breaking
back.
news. Yeah, that's the old Bucks coach.
That's,
Zack.
temporary interim.
Yeah,
Sorry.
interim. Yeah, Nate
Yeah, when
McMillan's
he took-
out. Sorry, basketball.
Oh, I'm surprised because they
Yeah.
sent him to extension. Okay. Back to football. There you go, squirrel. Yes. No, but you'd certainly develop these guys like Quay Walker, for example. Can't have him getting ejected from games anymore. Devontae Wyatt, another one who developed. Hopefully, he can be out on the field more too, right? You want those guys playing more snaps.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the
Maybe
kind of main ones.
Maybe he gets cut.
Who?
Walker from his because I mean it's obviously a joke, but LaFleur was not happy at all with him, saying that like there's going to be punishment for it. So never know what happens with him.
Not funny.
He's definitely not getting cut, but
Jared, that was not funny. No, I'll tell you. No, I am looking forward to Rashawn Gary's recovery. Well, I don't know. I don't think he'll be ready for the season. I mean, I think we can kind of, say that safely. He probably won't be ready for the season. It's gonna be probably, probably like 5-6 weeks, probably like a third through the year. He's probably coming back, is what I anticipate.
Yeah.
So I mean that's
I don't
another
really
one
know
for
his
defense.
status right now.
Okay, yeah, but he tore his ACL, and that was in Detroit on that turf. That is not good. Not as bad as the turf we talked about last week. Not as bad as life.
That wasn't turf.
yeah,
was
the
grass.
Super Bowl's grass.
But whatever. I call it
Yeah,
I know it was
yeah,
grass, but it was like a slimy turf
Yeah.
vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking a little bit about how I don't know why, but I was thinking of like dark horse MVP guys a few days ago. And I know we talked about like the futures market last year or last week, sorry, about like this upcoming year, but like do you think like Trevor Lawrence like could be really like that dark horse MVP guy? I just feel like he really fits that mold. Like 30-year quarterback, all the weapons coming together. Kirk,
I have
Ridley.
a list of about like 3 or 4 players that could be like dark horses. Obviously, like Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, they're all going to be up top, and like Hurts. But I'm thinking that, I mean, to please Zack a little bit, maybe like Herbert steps up, and their team finally has that season that they're waiting for. Lawrence could be another one, and then Lamar Jackson could be, if he gets to the right team, if he is on the Ravens, if he could have another MVP season. I'm thinking those
like
are
a
my top
contract
3.
kind of
Like
thing.
I mean, he's
dark horse.
2 of the guys you just named are in new offensive coordinators, which is probably big for both of them because Joe Lombardi and who's the Ravens guy, Greg Roman, are both pretty bad. So
yeah,
definitely possible.
Is there any like dark horse guys, exactly? I'm talking like, because me and like sleepers. I'm talking
well, you
like
can't say like any.
We're not going
position
like
player.
crazy.
Quarterbacks. It's got to
But
be.
yeah. But is there any like quarterback? I'm not asking for like Jordan Love or like.
Has there ever been a player that won comeback player of the year and MVP
in the same year?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Say Trey Lance plays out of his mind. He could win both.
Yeah,
Trey Lance is the starter.
If he's the starter, yeah.
I mean, I there's a lot of questions, but like, is there a guy like like a dark horse guy like Deshaun Watson? Are you buying him for a full year here?
Not next year.
Not next year yet. Okay. But just that offense runs too run heavy for you.
Brees Hall.
He's not going to win MVP, Zach, unless he rushes for 3,000 yards. And even then,
you're talking like offensive player of the year, Zach.
No,
dark horse.
No, I'm talking MVP. Here's, Jared, I just want to explain.
Impossible.
This is what needs to happen in order for a non-quarterback to
23 touchdowns and.
No, yeah, he's gonna have a full year, like 20 touchdowns, like almost 2,000 yards, right? So, well, this is assuming Brees Hall's back at the beginning of the year, but also there's gonna need to be like 2 or 3 quarterbacks that also had like 35 touchdown, like 4,800 yards, and like 8 to 10 picks or something. There's gonna have to be like 2 or 3 quarterbacks that split the vote, and then that's how Brees Hall or a different running back like Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, whatever, whoever that is, a running back that has a big season would be able to get some of those votes because the quarterback split all the QB votes.
But that might happen. But then again, I mean, Breece Hall isn't going to get all the other votes. Like, he's going to split votes as well. I mean, if you have 3 quarterbacks that are about around the same, that they're going to get the votes over Breece Hall, unless he has 2,300 yards and 25 touchdowns. That's the only way I think. Like, what did Adrian Peterson have in 12? How many yards did he have? Do you know?
2,100 rushing yards and
probably
quarterbacks
13 touchdowns or something.
How many?
The quarterback numbers weren't
13 touchdowns or something.
Oh yeah, obviously quarterback. Yeah, that was different back then, but still, I mean, it back then it was a little easier to win it if you weren't a quarterback, but now it's nearly impossible. So I mean, dark horse, I'd say those 3. If not, if you want to throw people like, maybe even, I don't want to say any rookies, but I don't know. Say Stroud has one of the best seasons of his life. I mean, say he could be up there. If you're saying dark horses, like Tua's got to stay healthy. That's his big problem. I mean, can't really say anything about him right now.
My other one, I wanted to go through those kind of main awards here. Like offensive player of the year is like the other one. Like I'm thinking like those. I right away go to like those second year receivers. Like Garrett Wilson, right? I mean the quarterback situation if it lines up, whether it's Carr, Garoppolo. No, offensive rookie. Like offensive player. I'm talking
player. Okay. Let's go into Jonathan Taylor.
Talking guys like, so you're thinking like Taylor on a bounce back. I'm like talking guys who could be like dark horses on that. Jahan Dotson. Things line up. Is that too crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy. DJ Moore, you might as well throw in there.
Jahan Dotson, huh?
Might as well throw DJ Moore in there.
DJ Moore gets the touch.
Maybe some Chris Moore.
Yeah, some
Chris Moore.
Some Cade Otton.
Cade Otton, yeah.
Some Mitchell Wilcox.
Some Foster Moreau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some Harrison Bryant.
Jelani Woods.
Yep, Harrison Bryant has a chance. Yep.
Jelani? Nobody? No Jelani?
Yes.
Zach Moss?
Okay,
I'm done.
Some third string or fourth string on the Texans or something.
Okay, fine. You guys give me your real offensive player of the year dark horses then. I'll stop talking.
Dark horses, Michael Pittman. Not biased. Fine. If I'm not being biased, I'll throw in maybe no, he's a rookie.
So
what if you won both?
Are we saying offensive? We're saying offensive player of the year.
OPOY, yeah.
Let me just think. Maybe a Tony Pollard has a breakout season. It's a long shot. That's a dark horse if you want players that out of nowhere could get it. But he's getting the brunt of the carries there in the
where's
game.
He going to be though?
Say he goes back to the Cowboys. I mean, or say he ends up on the, what team? Like the Falcons need a running back. Put him on the Falcons.
Algier. Algier's got that.
You think that Algier can be their running back 1 for their future?
Well, Jared, okay, teams that need a running back, Dolphins, and then Eagles if they don't sign
Jeff
Sanders.
Wilson.
Bears, if they just stick with Khalil Herbert. Jared, Jeff Wilson's not going to be the guy next year. No way.
Okay, I can say the same thing about Algier. He's not going to be the guy next year.
He just rushed for over 1,000 yards.
I know, but if they get Pollard, and Pollard was top 20 running back this season, top 15, top 10 maybe stats wise.
I'd be shocked if Algier didn't get a start, I'm talking a fantasy starting running back workload. I'd be shocked if he wasn't getting.
Well, who else did you say? You said Dolphins. You said who? Who needs
Eagles if they don't sign Sanders.
They got Gainwell.
I mean, Gainwell could be the guy there. I mean, but I do think there's going to be someone they're going to pick up, whether it's draft or.
And of course, the infamous Boston Scott.
Boston Scott.
He's been there for okay. I gotta look up what his contract stuff is. He just there forever? Zach?
Whenever you needed us to sweeten the deal a little bit, you threw a little Boston Scott in there, and that deal was made.
Oh, he's a unrestricted free agent.
He's only 26.
Face of Zach's league.
Yeah, Boston Scott.
Yeah, he's 27 now. Zach.
Jared was there. Drew was complaining about the old name, so
yeah, had to change it.
Yeah, he's.
I like Boston Scott. I like that. I like that league. That league name.
Yeah, I think it's underrated, Zach.
Yeah.
Chris Moore's league. No, nobody. No. Crickets. I don't have a cricket sound yet. If I have a cricket sound, I mean, it's perfect for times like this.
If you had a cricket sound, I would stop coming to recordings.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to listen to that.
Yeah.
Do we want to start Zach some of your games, or we want to still put them off till
can,
450?
yeah.
I mean,
could start 'em, right?
Jeopardy.
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna send it to us, or what are you doing?
Well, I sent you the. We're gonna start with Jeopardy. Let's start with
Yay!
Jeopardy.
I got stuff for that.
So you got the Jeopardy board, Jared?
I'm looking right now. Yeah, that's not a Jeopardy board, Zach.
It's close enough, right?
I'm looking through Drew's milk drinking comments or whatever.
Yeah, Drew's. You can skip those.
Wait, NFL Jeopard.
Jeopardy. Yeah, Drew started at negative 100 because
he made fun
he
of
made fun of me for not putting a Y.
No, I just didn't know if you
not to be confused with NFL Leopard, but NFL Jeopard.
Okay, so player trivia, stat trivia. Oh, Jared, sorry.
Yep. So the two topics: player trivia, stat trivia. We got $200, $400, and $600 questions. Then there is a final Jeopardy. So you guys will both be able to text me what you're wagering on the final Jeopardy question, and then we can get started. So we're gonna give it to Jared. Gets the first question.
Is Drew negative 100?
Yeah, Drew's negative 100.
All right, we'll just go player for 200.
Player for 200. The player trivia. How do you spell Devontae Adams?
This isn't Jeopardy. This isn't.
Okay, so
let me explain this, right? So throughout this week, Jared has made some graphics for the TikTok. He has misspelled Devontae Adams' name twice, and both times he misspelled it a different way.
All right, so we got. Yeah, so one time I spelled it D-E, the other time I put V-O. So it's D-A-V-A-N-T-E. Devontae. Yep. That's
Good
right.
job.
Yeah.
No, a lot of people always miss. Well, it's not the duh. They miss the von. They do V-O-N.
I did that once, and then I put D-E
I did see that,
of D-A. Yeah.
I was like, I figured it was Zach.
No.
Okay, so now, Jared, you get to go again.
No, it's not how actually.
That's how Jeopardy works.
Yeah.
You get the question right, you get to choose the next one.
Player for 400.
I'm not even gonna.
Player for 400. Besides Chosen Anderson, who is a player who has changed their name?
Current player?
Any player.
Chad Johnson.
Okay. Why'd you say Shaquille Leonard?
Well, I could have, but I was gonna say Robbie at first, Robbie Anderson, because he changed it from a Y to an IE, and then he changed it again. I would not have counted
that.
I was gonna say Meta World Peace.
Okay, so Jared, you're up again.
Player for 6.
Name one of the top 5 shortest players in NFL history.
Shortest players? Top 5 shortest players?
One of the 5 shortest players in NFL history. This was a little harder.
I had someone in mind that I can't think of.
There's probably 2 of them that you would be able to know. I don't know who the other 3 are though. So,
ooh, I was thinking of someone. Is this what we're doing?
Good job.
I don't know. I'm thinking like a running back. It's not really working. When
do I get a steal?
Marshall Falk.
Oh, was he even short?
I think so. He was like 5 foot something.
All right, Drew.
Who is Tariq Cohen?
Yeah.
Drew's looking it up on his phone right
now.
No,
I'm actually not.
Sure. Drew's looking it up.
Come on. Do you remember when he got made
fun
of?
Don't worry, you're still up by 100.
Drew's looking
you're still
it
up by 100 because that Drew lost that 100. Drew, you're up.
All right, we'll take stat trivia for 6.
Who had the most rushing touchdowns in the 2012 NFL season?
Okay.
What is this?
Well, the answer everyone would say is Adrian Peterson, but I'm not going to say that. Who had the most rushing touchdowns in the 2012? Are you talking like 2012 to 2013 or 2011 to 2012?
Why are you saying 2012?
The season that had a majority of this season in 2012.
Okay. The
Like, it makes-
answer is
He has to look it up. That's why he's
no. I'm not looking up. No,
questioning.
Yeah, if he gets this right, he's definitely looking it up.
fine. I don't know. I'll say Adrian Peterson. It's not.
No, he was too short. So wait, Drew gets minus 600 for that, doesn't he?
Yes, Zach. That's how this works.
Okay,
Jared can
that
steal.
sucks.
Give me
Or
who is
he cannot
who-
answer, right?
Wait, if I don't answer, then I don't lose points, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Then I won't answer.
it's Arian Foster.
Okay, I was gonna get it wrong. I was gonna say
With,
Edgerrin James.
with Houston.
Yeah, with Houston, he had 15. Peterson had 13. So now it goes back to Drew.
Okay. Stats are foreign.
Who led the NFL in passing touchdowns in 2018?
2018. Was it Patty Mahomes? Who was Patty Mahomes?
Yeah, he had 50. That was his NFL season.
That was his
That was
NFL
his
season.
NFL season.
Yeah,
He's only had one NFL season so far.
yeah, his MVP season. All right, so now Drew gets stat trivia for 200. Who's the combined tackles leader in 2022?
Combined tackles leader for 2022. Who was it? Do I get a hint?
He plays defense.
What a hint.
Wait. I want to know if Jared knows too before I answer.
No, you have to answer. It's your question.
I can ask Jared if he knows. I mean, I'm not gonna ask him to tell me.
Have you ever seen a Jeopardy contestant like
Hey,
Who-
do you know
the
it?
answer?
Who's who's Quay Walker?
Okay. No, I was gonna give you a hint saying he's done it back-to-back years now.
Oh,
That's his answer.
Probably doesn't help much.
I think Quay led rookies. So
Well, Zaire Franklin led the Colts, and I'm not gonna say him, obviously. Like,
Jared, do you want to answer or do you want to pass?
we'll pass. I'm not gonna get
tackles
it.
is such a bad stat. Blake Martinez led league in tackles or something one year.
Exactly.
It's such a bad stat.
It's probably a linebacker. It's probably like
Foye Sada Luwankun
Oh, for the Jags.
for the Jags. Yeah, he did with the Falcons in 2021.
oh duh, yeah.
right.
Obviously, it was
Oh,
fully
really?
Sada.
I can't even.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so Drew, you are currently at 0, so we will give you
What am I at?
300 to bet, or no, we'll give you 400 so you have a chance to win. Jared, you're at 600. So if you want to text me your final Jeopardy,
All right,
Wait, how much are you
wagers.
giving Drew? How much are you giving Drew?
400.
Oh, what is this?
Well, he has to have a chance to win. If he did
Does he?
200, you just bet nothing and you're guaranteed to win.
Okay, well, I'll throw a curveball.
You got to help out the poor, Jared.
All right, here. This is how much I'm betting, Zach.
Okay. So if you both, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So final Jeopardy. Topic: J2M TikTok. How many likes does our most liked TikTok have?
Really?
We'll go to
Within
We'll go to
can,
Drew
it be, can
first.
it be within like 10?
it's, okay. It's the closest here. Whoever
Okay.
gets closest without going over. So we're doing kind of
Without going
the price
over.
is right.
Okay. Well, I know
Without
I
going
saw
over.
a number. I know
Since
I saw
Drew
a
is-
number, but that
Since
looks like
Drew's worst, he's gonna go first.
all right.
I texted.
Oh,
Are we
okay.
texting
that
or saying
works.
it?
I just texted it.
Jared?
It has been texted.
So Drew said 440. And Jared said 444. And it currently has. It has 445.
Let's go.
Oh, come
on. I saw
So,
it at 444, so I knew for sure it was at
I
least
saw it at
that.
444 too.
Yeah.
So Jared has 800 and Drew has 0.
Jared's a Jeopardy goat.
I'm just, you know You know, it's TikTok. I'm looking there.
Hey, go follow at
multiple times a
J2M
day.
Football.
Zack to follow.
Jared probably has a
He dropped to follow.
Jared probably has a better chance because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's on the TikTok more.
A couple,
All right,
4 or 5 times
oh.
a day. 7.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna send the we're doing the other game where it's the team and player connections.
All right.
So same thing we played last week.
I won't blurt. I promise. Should I just mute my mic?
Yeah. Yeah, we're taking turns, right, Drew? So you know how to play it now?
Ooh, it's
This
this
one's a
guy,
little
this
harder
guy,
than
this
last
guy.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
This
like-
one's
so
harder
it's
than
like-
last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You both got it?
Yes.
Yep.
So Drew gets his first shot. We're guessing the teams. Since Drew
Ooh.
lost Jeopardy, he gets to go first.
Okay. I'm gonna start with Josh Norman, Greg Olson. They are Carolina
Yeah, it's easy.
Panthers.
Yeah, it's an easy one.
Yep. Drew, you get a shot? Or Jared, you get a shot?
Jimmy Graham. Trubisky. Jimmy Graham and Mitch Trubisky both played on the Bears.
That is correct. Drew, can you name one of the final two?
Oh, okay. Josh Norman, Mitch Trubisky, Steelers?
Nope, that is incorrect. Jared, you get a second chance and take the lead here.
So we got that one. So Greg Olson's only played on 3 teams, right?
I
He's on-
cannot tell you.
Yeah, they both played. Yeah.
Ever
Jimmy
Googled it.
Graham. What?
I'm joking. I was joking,
Still
Jared.
on here. Jimmy Graham and Greg Olson both played on the Seahawks.
That is correct.
Let's go. I thought Greg Olson played on the Seahawks. I wasn't sure though.
Drew, you need this to tie it.
This Josh Norman, Mitch Trubisky one. Come on. Okay. Josh Norman, Mitch Trubisky, both were on the Bears.
That is incorrect.
Where did
Jared, you need this to
Josh
win, otherwise
Norman.
Drew's can tie.
And Mitch Trubisky were both on this. I only know like 3 teams that he was on. Hold on.
Oh,
Trubisky went from the
I know now.
Bears.
I know now. Oh, I forgot.
They were both
I
on the
forgot.
Bills.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Let's
Oh my God.
Jared
I was
wins
gonna say
again.
Bills. I was gonna say Bills, but I wasn't 100% sure if I
Drew
remembered
is
him on the
the-
Bills or not.
I'm the
Drew's
loser.
biggest loser. Yeah,
Biggest, yeah.
1-2.
No, I had Norman, and I looked at it, and I was like, "Oh, they were on the Bills because that preseason
Yeah,
game."
Barely, yeah.
And
I
Mitch
remember that.
dotted up.
I was gonna say Steelers, but I was like, he never played on the Steelers, so
I think Norman and Mitch Trubisky only had Mitch had 1 year on the Bills, I think, and then Norman I think had 2. But
Okay.
okay.
I was just like,
Yeah.
we're all like where Mitch played. Right after I said Bears, I was like, shoot, he went. 'Cause I
Yeah,
didn't think
I was
Norman was
trying
on the
to-
Bears.
I was close to saying Steelers, and I didn't want to say Bills if he didn't. I thought I remembered him playing for the Bills, so I didn't want to sound stupid.
yeah,
But
well, Drew said Steelers to start, but
did he? Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, I was trying to
said
pick
Steelers.
guys
I was
that,
thinking
like-
of Greg Olson and Jimmy Graham at that time. I wasn't even focused on him.
I was trying to get guys that played for like multiple teams to make it harder because I think last
Mhm.
week I had a lot of guys that only played for 1 or 2 teams.
Yeah.
Or like
So
Sean Nixon,
that's
where he
super
was
easy.
like, and I was Norman, and later was right. I mean, Norman's done a lot of like practice squad, a lot of like kind of with teams. So that's why I was like, maybe he like got the cut here, like he was with the Steelers for like a week or 2. I didn't know
Mhm.
how like
Yeah, no, he was with Carolina, Washington, and then
he went back to
Bills
Carolina.
and- yeah, he went back to Carolina this
Yeah.
year. But then he was on one other team. Oh, the
Patriots?
49ers, wasn't he?
Was he on the Patriots ever?
Look, I'm looking.
He was on someone in I think it was the 49ers for a year.
Look up Josh Norman's career. I thought he was on the Patriots. I could be wrong. Maybe
49ers.
49ers.
Okay, so it was Here it was. It was Carolina, Washington, Buffalo, San Francisco, Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was
cool.
those were good games.
Good.
Jared's a winner. I mean,
I am a winner. I am.
I mean, we knew that, but like,
Hopefully, when we have a doubleheader tonight for volleyball, I'm also a winner.
Who do you guys a good team? You guys are playing?
We play against good teams. We don't have the best team. We have a few players on our team that are. I mean,
who's all on it that we know?
But it's. I mean, you probably don't know anyone. It's me, Nick, and then the 2 girls, and then 2 people you would have no idea.
Okay. Didn't know if like you had some people like Henry Schnell was on the team, or
he's on our basketball team.
Wait, Nick who? Is it the? Yeah, actually, don't say his name, but
is it the what?
I'm trying to think if he was at Trent's house that time. You weren't there, but
I don't think so. Maybe.
Is he a hockey guy?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Football guy.
Is Trent like a coach or what?
Yeah, I mean, because he can't play. Yeah.
Tell Trent to get well soon.
Of course. I think next block he will. But
next block?
As in after spring break. We have 4 blocks.
Hold on. Zack, are you hearing this?
For intramurals.
We do the same thing.
Yeah. No, okay. I thought you were calling it blocks for school. I was like, what?
No.
It's like ABs. Wait, do you guys do it? Is this the wrong crowd to talk about ABs with? Jared, you're an AB. I'm saying you do ABs.
Instead of A- and B+. Yeah, it's AB. Yeah.
You don't do ABs, Zach, right?
Too.
Oh my! I forgot. That's okay. Wrong crowd to bring up that. Bring up my
your high school grading system.
What, do you have A- and B+?
Yes, we do, Jared.
Oh my!
Really?
High school grading system.
They do.
Do I think?
True. I'm surprised your school doesn't do 1, 2, 3, and 4s like elementary school.
Oh, come on.
You're really guaranteed a 2 just from showing up.
I really thought, okay, and this might be just me, being at a regular school that does A-. I thought like the A- thing was more common. Like, is actually the AB thing more common?
AB is like the high school.
Yeah.
Or A-, B+ is like the high school thing, and then once you get to college, it's like the
really?
AB thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. I've always found something I found it weird. It's just like, really, we call it AB?
Well, because that way an A is a 4.0, an AB is a 3.5, and a B is a 3.
Yeah. It makes calculating your GPA and stuff so much easier.
Yeah.
No, we do A-. We do like 93 to 100 is like an A usually for classes. Some it's a 95.
Same as
actually.
That. Some is a 92, some's 93, some's 95.
92?
Every once in a while, it's a 90.
Wait, 90.
Those professors there's like, 90's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every once in a while.
Yeah, here and there. For some gen ed.
It was usually like the adjunct professors that only teach like one class.
Mm-hmm.
There's like, if you get 90, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So predictions for tomorrow. Are we gonna have school at Carroll, Green Bay, or Milwaukee?
If we get as much as it says we're gonna, then probably not. I mean, some of our teachers already put the lectures online, so I doubt that we're gonna
Green Bay's a
probably have class. No
school.
Yeah, we're gonna be online probably.
Waukesha is a no as well, or not Waukesha. Sorry, Carroll. Me,
I go to
Waukesha
University.
UW Waukesha.
It's actually UW Milwaukee at Waukesha. Zach, you could technically, make that move over, but
that's not.
Yeah, I don't think
Waukesha though.
I think we might have school for like they might cancel classes after like noon. They could do that here, but I don't really see that. I think Thursday for sure. No,
we're supposed to get snow starting really soon, actually. So
I got no classes tomorrow, so I could care less if we got classes tomorrow.
I guess you could say you could care less.
I like that. But hold on, sorry.
There you go.
You gotta clap and you gotta laugh.
That took way too long to get the clap.
Sorry. Yeah. What about, nobody liked my Jim Irsay joke about how Jim is gonna have an Irsay on who they get in the draft.
Thank you for watching episode 65 of Journey to a Million. We'll be back with you next week.
Zach,
Drew, this is where you end the recording.
Yeah, that's where you end it, 'cause that's a terrible joke. And
no.
If I have any Irsay in this recording, you end it now.
Okay. All right. Jared gave it to me at J2M Football. Go follow that at Drew Sports Crew as well. That's going to wrap it up for us three here. Zach Rouse, Jared Valesky, and myself, Drew Skyberg. Thank you all for listening to another episode of Drew Sports Crew, The Journey to Million, the perfect podcast for you.